Joining me today is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute and team orthopedic surgeon for the Jacksonville Jags. Thanks for being here.
It's great to be back on the show.
So, you don't know who the Jags are going to draft. Nobody knows. But I guess in just looking at it, do you think they'll be more heavy on defense?
You know, he holds that so close to Caldwell, and those guys do. I mean, and I grew up in Jacksonville, so I'm a huge fan. You know, so in addition to just being a doctor, you know, separate from being a fan, it looks that way to me, right? I mean, they have a great offense right now, and you'd think they'd be looking at some defensive players, and they've made such huge leaps and bounds every year, and so it's an exciting time. So.
Well, I know I'm a fan as well,
Yep.
and I mean our expectations are growing now
They
every
are,
year.
they
So
are.
as you can see the progress that they're making.
No question, and the culture is unbelievable in there. The way Gus Bradley really has the team together. They're a young group of guys. They're all excited. You know, those victories are, you know, they'll come as time goes on. I feel like that, and so I think everybody's working together, and it's exciting. I think they're doing a great job.
Well, with all your work with the Jags, I mean, I'm sure you don't get out to as many high school games anymore.
I still go to my Atlantic Coast high school games.
Really?
I cover
Still
the
go
game.
to Atlantic Coast?
I do. When I travel with the Jaguars, we leave Saturday. So, you know, my wife doesn't like me being away on a Friday night and then Saturday and Sunday. But, yeah, Atlantic Coast, those were kind of my roots, Atlantic Coast and the Sharks. And I'm still helping out a little bit with the Sharks as well when I can. But I enjoy that. You know, it's a different type of game, high school and collegiate sports and then professional. It's just a different type of game. So it's fun being out there.
Well, you love the passion at the high school level.
No question.
I mean, the fans. So what's your typical week like during football season, man? It seems like, do you have a life?
It's busy. I have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, so that's full time too. But
boy or girl?
I have a 1-year-old girl and almost 3-year-old boy.
Is he going to be a football player?
If he wants to be, you know.
If he wants to be,
I'd let him play.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, the work week is busy during football season. Obviously, Sunday's game day, whether it's home or away. We get back from being away or a home game, I may order X number of MRIs. You know, in NFL football, there's really no such thing as a healthy game, so to speak. So there's always MRIs we order, and I'll either review those Sunday night late or Monday morning. I have an injury clinic at the stadium where I go there before I start my clinic here. And then come back here, I do my normal clinic, see my normal patients. Monday's a very busy day because I'm talking to players, coaches, general managers, and agents. The agents have a big role in this whole process, which is interesting.
Are you available to them, pretty accessible?
I am. I've tried to be, and I've gotten to know a lot of them. Guys like Drew Rosenhaus, and you know he's on top of his players, like you know, a lot of the agents are, but they want to know. I mean, these guys are important to them. They're there to take care of them.
Sure.
So I try to make myself readily available, and I enjoy talking to the agents. A lot of them are so knowledgeable about all this stuff. It's interesting when you get on the phone with somebody and you start talking about a labrum, and they know what a labrum is, what it means, and it's a very interesting process. So.
Then I guess through the week you're working every day. It's a 7-day work week, right?
It is. Tuesdays is my operating room day, but usually that's what they call in the NFL Transaction Tuesday. So we'll bring in free agents, and I'll see them in the morning before surgery, 6:45, 7 in the morning, go through my day. And then Wednesday morning is another injury clinic at the stadium before my regular office hours here.
Whoa.
Thursday, I do office hours here in the morning, and then in the afternoon after practice, I go and do my final check. And that's when I meet with Gus and Dave Caldwell and the athletic trainer, and we go over the injuries, who's in, who's out, because they have to turn in their sheet to the NFL saying who's injured or who's questionable, probable, doubtful, etc. Friday's usually a operating room day for me. And then Saturday, if we're home, I get some time to myself with my family.
Or if you're home, you're out at the high school game.
Well, Friday night I am, yeah. Saturday I usually get a nice day with my family, unless we leave to go out of town, and then Sunday's game day again. So it's
wow.
I love it. It is an unbelievable experience. I mean, there's nothing like game day on Sunday and getting them going and seeing these guys that are hurt get back.
I mean, you're just like these players and coaches for those of us, and I know a little bit about it. We follow a lot of sports, but for the average fan that watches a game, even on Friday night or what level, a lot goes on during the week and behind the scenes, you know, to make that game happen.
So true.
As hard as the coaches and the players and the physicians, the doctors work. I mean, there's a lot going on.
It's the amount of planning that goes behind it. Not just, you're right, in the football side of things, but you know, these guys, it's a grueling 16-week schedule, and they are, you know, banged up and bruised and battered, and they get in there and they rehab, and you know, they're working extremely hard. So.
Well, it seems like today athletes are bigger, stronger, faster. We hear that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you see that. You know, it's hard for me. You know, you talk about a 16-game schedule. Sometimes you hear about maybe they should add I don't see how they could take anymore. That's just my opinion.
Right.
What are your thoughts on that?
They are bigger, faster, strong. These guys are huge, and I'm not a big guy at all. So when I'm on the sideline and I'm trying to examine a 6'7" lineman, I mean they are just big guys
That can move.
Yeah, you're right. And you got the preseason, you got the regular season, you got the postseason, and it's a toll on the body. These guys need their rest, and so it's a tough call trying to add games. But for the fans, I know they want to. So.